What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review, and this time we're taking a look at the Adam Sandler classic, Big Daddy. In this movie, Adam Sandler stars as Sonny Koufax, who is a slacker who one day has a child dropped off at his doorstep. And pretty much the entire movie is Sonny and this little kid named Julian developing a bond and relationship with one another. And in so doing so, Sonny learns goes from being irresponsible to responsible. All right, that's the overall story of Big Daddy. Let's breeze right through this review. So, pretty much on the surface level, Big Daddy is not a comedy that's particularly special or groundbreaking, but for me, it is a very good, funny Adam Sandler movie. I wouldn't put this movie in the regards of The Wedding Singer or The Waterboy, but for what it is, I thought Big Daddy was a lot of fun. And watching it now, about 23 years later, Big Daddy still gets a lot of laughs out of me. I remember watching this movie in the movie theaters when it came out in 1999. I was a fan of it then, and I am still a fan of it now. This will go down, probably in my top 10 of favorite Adam Sandler movies. It doesn't reach the top 5, but it's definitely up there in the top 10. I enjoy this movie. I like it a lot. Adam Sandler as Sonny Koufax, he's a lot of fun in this movie. The chemistry that he has with the Julian character, played by Cole and Dylan Sprouse, is the heart of the movie. And if this chemistry did not work, this movie would not have worked. Thankfully, Dylan and Cole Sprouse both have very good chemistry with Adam Sandler, and you buy Sandler and you buy the bonding between Julian and Sonny, and it works. Sonny goes from being uneasy about taking care of the kid to wanting to use it to try and fix a broken relationship. And when that doesn't work, he regrets the decision he made. But then he decides to take on the responsibility of becoming this kid's, adopted father. And that's where the bonding truly begins. And he goes from, just wanting to hang out with the kid to developing a strong bond and a love for this child. The same way a father loves a son. It works. To me, that part of the movie works very, very well. So I got no complaints when it comes to Sandler's chemistry with the Spouse twins. That is the overall core and heart of the movie, and that part works. The supporting cast in this movie I thought was strong. You get the Adam Sandler regulars like Peter Dante and Alan Corvette, who play these two gay lovers. Their scenes are pretty funny, so I got no complaints with that. They did the gay jokes, but they didn't overdo the gay jokes, so to speak. So that was okay. Leslie Mann is in this movie, who plays the girlfriend of Sonny's best friend Kevin Garrity, played by Jon Stewart. Leslie Mann, I thought she was funny. She plays Corinne, and you can clearly tell that she has a dislike for Sonny, thinks he's a slacker, and this is very evident in her first scene, where they waste the good surprise on Sonny instead of Kevin. So, Leslie Mann's scenes in this movie I thought were okay. Nothing spectacular, nothing bad either. Jon Stewart, who plays Kevin Garrity, who is one of Sonny's friends and is the actual father of Julian, he doesn't really have a whole lot of screen time. We see him in the beginning, and then we see him in the third act when he goes to the courtroom to try and be one of Sonny's co-counselors, and that's where he reveals that he is the son of the Julian character. I think it would have been cool if Jon Stewart had a little bit more scenes fleshed out in this movie instead of just having the handful of scenes that he does have. That's just me personally. I think it would have been better to flesh it out, or just have him check up on Sonny and the kid every so often. Give Jon Stewart more to do than what you actually did in this movie. Rob Schneider has a nice little role as a delivery guy named Nunzo, who is like one of Sonny's best friends. And I like Rob Schneider. He likes to do the over-exaggerated foreign accents to the point where it's goofy and borderline offensive, but I don't care. I like Rob Schneider. He doesn't bother me, and I liked him in this movie. I thought he was pretty funny. For the most part, I think the comedy in this movie is actually pretty funny. So, some of it does not work. Some of it just falls extraordinarily flat. But other times it works. Like the stuff with Sonny and Julian, that's the movie's strongest comedy. The other comedy, like the crude humor jokes and stuff like that, there are moments where it goes a little too over the top and too just and not dialed down enough. And you could have actually fixed that. Adam Sandler's romantic interest in this film is played by Joey Lauren Adams, who is best known for being in Chasing Amy. She plays Layla, who is the sister of Corinne, and Adams. She's not bad in the role. Her and Sandler have decent on-screen chemistry. She plays a lawyer herself, and she plays a big role in the third act of this movie. So yeah, I like it works for me, I guess. Sandler and Adams have better chemistry than Sandler had with Fariza Bulka in The Waterboy. But in The Waterboy. But yeah, so I don't mind that. The love interest in this movie, it works for me. And Sonny's first girlfriend that he has, Vanessa, that stuff is fine too. And that's actually the catalyst for Sonny wanting to adopt the kid Julian in the first place. And now we get to the third act of this movie, in which and the third act of this movie I think is actually pretty good. I like it. Third, it can get a little too sentimental in an almost mocking type of manner, but the entire courtroom scene, I enjoyed it for what it is. It does it does purposely go for the heartstring, so the movie is cheating a lot at trying to be overly sentimental with it. But for an Adam Sandler type of movie, it's what you expect. So yeah, those are pretty much all my thoughts on Big Daddy. At the end of the day, I enjoy Big Daddy. I don't like it as much as The Wedding Singer or Waterboy, but I still think Big Daddy is one of Adam Sandler's best comedies from his from the late '90s era. And with all that being said, I'm gonna give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. P.S. Steve Buscemi plays a bum in this movie, and he's hilarious. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Big Daddy. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.